Welcome to the official Ttg Podcast. Ben, how you doing, man?
Fantastic, amazing, feel
good
great.
Shit. Good shit.
Let's do this.
That's what I like to hear. So, we have a wide range of topics today. We're not just going to be touching on what happened at E3. We're past that. We're over it now. We're going to touch on a couple of aspects from that. But the first topic I want to get into is Amazon lays off dozens of game developers. Now, what this is about is Amazon Game Studios had two games in development. It was called Crucible and New World. New World was supposed to be an open world, like World of Warcraft MMORPG kind of centric game. But it's kind of weird because this came after, not even a week after E3, and they were told they would have 60 days to look for a new position within Amazon, or they could quit and get severance pay, which I find is kind of weird. Could it be Microsoft coming from under and saying, "Hey, we're gonna scoop up your studio too"? Or I don't really know what's going on there. But maybe they're just saying, "Hey, we're throwing you the hat. It's over." I mean, because there were some unannounced games that they were developing, and those were also canceled as well. So every single game that they were working on had been canceled, and they fired their entire team basically after E3.
Oh, that sucks, bro.
I mean, that's really weird. Amazon, one of the biggest companies in the freaking world, just decides after E3, nope, we can't compete. We're out of here. That's what it sounds like to me. It's like, no, fuck, we're not going to invest in this. They're doing better. We're out. Right?
Hundreds of employees. Well, yeah, it seems like it sucks for them. So, I mean, but severance pay?
Yeah.
Why not go for the money?
Yeah, they also have
the money, and
they have an option for either severance pay, or they can get another position within Amazon. They can stay with Amazon, just work in a different division. Yeah,
well, there you go. Crazy. I mean, why not do that?
I mean, I kind of wonder why Google didn't say the same thing after seeing the details of xCloud and Stadia and just going, "Oh, nope, we're done. We're out of here. We're good." Kind of how they gave up on Google Plus, their social media network, but that's hearsay.
Dozens.
Yeah.
Game developers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now we're working on a very ambitious games, actually, that we didn't see anything about, but they just decided after E3, no, we're not going to do it anymore.
So that means that a lot of the plans changed. They are no longer like the plans changed. Mm-hmm. They have to reorganize. Mm-hmm. So they can develop new things.
Or even whether they even want to stay into that ecosystem. You know, it was a very ambitious product. You know, you're saying you want to take head to head with World of Warcraft, the freaking largest MMORPG of all time. After E3, they see what's coming out, and then they just say, "Nope, exit."
Well, maybe
done.
It's 2019, and maybe it doesn't fly with 2019 anymore. Like their ideas were good at the time when they came up with it, but then it died out.
That's a good point.
It's no longer popular, and it's not going to sell as much. Mm-hmm. Might as well turn it into a mobile game.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what going back even to World of Warcraft. They brought out World of Warcraft Classic that hit beta last month because everybody was saying the new games and the new patches, there's not enough content. We don't want to play this shit anymore. Like, we're done. We don't want to do this. Bring it back to the old days, and they bring out World of Warcraft Classic on beta for select people who have played the game for long enough, and they're loving it. It's a grind. But they had to go back to brass tacks to try to get people to resubscribe. Maybe Amazon saw, hey, this idea was great 5 years ago when we were in development, and now maybe not so much. Which, to your point, would be true.
Because a lot of the mechanics probably is outdated. A lot of their ideas is outdated, and it's no longer relevant. You know, they should have. I don't know. They should have been more. They should have released it at a proper time, or maybe there was too many bugs, or it wasn't right. It wasn't 100% finished at the time, so they couldn't release it.
There were a lot of people hyped. There's guys, and especially YouTube, and I don't know if you guys have seen the YouTube video. There's plenty of videos of their ambitious MMORPG called New World, where you're just kind of doing the same thing you kind of do in World of Warcraft in a different kind of setting. Not the same. You're not like a Tauren or a Cybot or whatever. But it's kind of the same thing. And it was called New World, and it was supposed to be the next big MMORPG. I mean, this video probably came out 2 years ago. You can find it on YouTube. There's plenty of leaks and things like that. And after they see E3, it's just like, nope, we're not doing it. It's over. So maybe the idea is just grown stale and they're like, no, we can't compete. It's not worth the investment. Let's cut it out.
So they're not making any more games? They're not developing any more games at all?
I don't even know if
they have a gaming division.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do. But I mean, I feel like maybe Microsoft came in and said, hey, you guys want to work with us? Kind of like what they did with Sony. Listen to me. You know, kind of how to do with Sony. Let me scoop you up real quick. You know, we got a lot of third parties here a lot of acquisitions here. Let me grab a couple of people off your team and we can make these ambitions come to life in a state of the future somewhat being we can deliver on a future
that sounds logical.
Kind of thing. Could be.
That sounds realistic. I mean, it's better to make some money than to lose a lot of money and all that time and investment.
Absolutely. Amazon's smart. They know business. They're good at it. Period.
Yeah.
You know, but so is Microsoft. And Xbox, yes, is only an entity of Microsoft. But Microsoft is very smart with what they're doing. So it's like, okay, let's scoop up Amazon real quick because we got to come up and big battle Google. But then too, it's like, well, we're seeing from Google, it's like, we're going to touch on that later. Because, yeah, it ain't looking good.
No, right.
But, I mean, enough about that. Let's pass on Assassin's Creed Odyssey, man. Okay. At E3, the presentation comes out. Look, we're giving you guys a story creator mode. You can download this today to your PC and create your own storyline with your characters and upload it for other people to play online, right?
Right.
Okay. So what they have done is there's a bunch of people that say, holy shit, let's find an exploit, which with anything, you give them the power, they're going to find an exploit. Of course, they didn't expect this. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. And so a lot of them are creating these storylines where you just walk through the world, talk to people, walk around, maybe sneak attack somebody and you gain XP for doing nothing. We're not taking over a base. We're not sneaking in and taking over a captain. Nothing like that. You're just walking around and talking to people to gain XP and level up. Doing nothing. How do you feel about that?
That eliminates the grind. It'll be less grindy for all those people that complain about the Odyssey being grind. So grindy.
Yeah.
Right. You know,
but it's enjoyable.
For those that like to grind. Woohoo. It is enjoyable.
It really is.
I mean, the game is overwhelming. I'll give it that. I'll say that the game is very overwhelming. There's a lot to do.
Exactly.
Some people played it 40, 50, 60 hours, and they still haven't even completed the whole game because there's just so much to do. I want to get to the end point, finish the story, but I can't because I'm not the proper level. I have to do so much. So,
dude, I'm telling you, it's so fucking easy to get distracted in that fucking game. I mean, there's so many times that, like, not playing together, but like being on comms and playing together. I'm like, dude, I need to stick to the story. I want to figure out how this ends. Like, I need to stick to the story. I need to stop checking out these caves, killing these fucking boars. Like, I need to stick to the story. Stop helping these people on the side of the road. Like, it is so fucking overwhelming. And then you get your boat and you're like, dude, I just want to sail and shoot shit. You know, like it is so overwhelming that it just, even to a point where it's like almost overwhelming. I guess to the point of grinding. It's like a grind. It's like, who wants to grind at work and come home and then grind in the game? But it is enjoyable because it's a free world. You don't have to follow the storyline, but the story is so fucking good that you're just like, I just want to know what the fuck happens. You know, for me at least.
Well, one thing I wish I had was an online component. Like, I wouldn't mind the grind if somebody else would come and help me.
Yeah, like a co-op kind of thing.
That would make it more as a co-op, like kind of like in Unity.
It would be a little more entertaining too, I think.
It would be more entertaining.
Yeah,
like I would be playing that game more often.
It would be.
And not be complaining about it being overwhelming.
Right.
It wouldn't be so overwhelming if I had a friend to help me out and beat my game. Help me beat my game.
Help you, yeah. Help you through the storyline and you guys are kind of together.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's an option as far as how big the fucking game is. It's huge. It's huge.
Well, I don't see why they can't do that. I mean, that could be a future update, maybe.
Well, maybe they will be doing that. Remember, because they went from a 1 year baseline to 2 now, right? They're taking a break and they're saying, hey, you're gonna look at 2 years now for the development cycle for Assassin's Creed now, right? You know, we're not gonna get one this year. We got to wait till next year. So maybe they will add co-op. I would love to see that, honestly. We don't know.
Season 3.
We don't know.
Kind of thing.
We don't know.
Yeah.
I do think it's really cool, though, that they added the story creator. It kind of sucks that everybody... I mean, I guess it doesn't suck because people who don't have much time to play it, who don't have much time to sink into it, you know, hold on, let me level up to 45 and then do the storyline. That's good, I guess. If that's the way you want to play, that's the way you want to play. But my experience throughout the whole thing, when I finished it, I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. And you get different endings and you decide to save people or kill people. And it's super fucking good. And then it's like the DLC starts. It's like, oh goodness. Like, I'm going to sink more time into this because I love it.
But wouldn't that mean that people don't really care about the story mode?
Yes.
I mean, people just want to go in and do their own thing and not follow the storyline. I mean, that clearly shows that
exactly not everybody cares about the story
mode.
Well, it's the same thing with GTA 5. You think everybody hops in GTA 5 to play story mode? No.
Well, I think that's why they Rockstar is smart, and they did the same thing with Red Dead Redemption.
Yep.
They give you the story mode first because they know that once they put the online out, no one's gonna give a damn. I mean, some people might go back and play the campaign only, but that's a small minority of people. The majority.
I'm a small minority then.
Component of it.
You know, because
shit, you're a rarity.
Yeah.
If you go back to just play while you have the online component right there as an option, and you choose to play the story mode, you're part of that small minority. Because I mean, truly, I would go straight for the online component.
Yeah,
I would go online, see what's up with the online, see some other characters, what they're doing.
Well, why not mix it up?
Co-op.
Say you get to a point to where you're bored in the story. Let's go online, right? Once you get the controls down, you get comfortable, and you're a bit deep into the story. Let's say 10, 14 hours into the story. Now let's try online. But then who's to say you're not going to go back to the story? It's a story that's going to grab you, right? And the story so far with me in Red Dead, I touched a tad bit of the online component. And I was like, but I want to figure out what happens in this story because the story is really great. And I feel it kind of be the same thing with Assassin's Creed. After I finished that first segment, not the expansions and shit.
Yeah.
I wish there was an online component to that. Absolutely. But now they have the story mode and that thing, which is really cool, which I would be interested in doing that. But Red Dead, I haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg. I think I'm like 43% through the story. And there's so many different characters and development that you get to know people. And when you're on your horse, you have dialogue that kind of gives you a little idea how this person is and how they came to be. And you're this outlaw who has been with this gang since birth and you guys were friends. And it's just really good. Really good. Whereas GTA 5... it's kind of the same thing too. It's like you go from one person to the other. You got 3 characters in the new GTA 5 and it's like switch. And you're kind of through a story, but it's not as rich. It's not as rich as Assassin's Creed Odyssey or as Red Dead Redemption 2. It's not as rich. It's just kind of like, okay, here's a campaign. Go play online. Go shoot shit. Right?
Right. But that's because GTA 5 has an online component.
Yeah.
Even with GTA 5, you didn't have the online component on day one. Mm-hmm. You were forced to play the campaign first.
Right.
Clearly, to me, that tells me that the best part of that game is the online aspect of it.
You just gotta wait on it.
That's the best.
Because everybody wants to get online and troll each other. Because GTA 5 online is cancer, dog. I don't know if you played it.
Well, I mean,
you have played it. Yeah, we've played it. We did play it.
I played it.
Yeah, we have played it. We have played it.
I played it.
It's fucking ridiculous online, dude. It's like you're lucky if you're staying alive. If you're not a millionaire, you're lucky if you're staying alive for more than 20 minutes. You got trolls in the sky just waiting for your dumb ass to be driving down a freeway wreaking havoc, and then take your ass out. And it's like, okay, time to respawn. And it gets old. It's cancer.
That's where I see a problem with people, because people choose to quit instead of trying to figure out how they can try and overcome that problem and beat that person. Like, you're no longer gonna troll me, and I've figured it out myself. I've done it before. I've been there.
Right. So you gotta go back to campaign, huh?
No. Just try to figure out how you can defeat this person, and that's it. Just try to defeat them. I mean, that could be fun. You can try to avoid them all you can. You can avoid them if you want. You can just leave the lobby and go to another world.
I mean, it's not just one person, but, you know, it's just a bunch of people. It's like there's been plenty of times where me and you hop online and we're wondering why he's not taking any damage. And it's like, oh, we haven't leveled up in online yet. Well, if we keep dying, how are we going to progress? Find another server, let's keep on going. You know what I mean? That becomes a problem.
They pay to play.
Yeah. I don't and that sucks too. That sucks too. I don't like that. They ruined it with that. Yeah. But, definitely. It is, for the most part, GTA is constantly being updated. So it's not the same game as it was when it was on 360, 5 years ago. Right. It is different today. Absolutely. And they are updating it. They're coming out with a casino update. So that's going to be new. So this is why I like online games that have an online component, because they're constantly, they have the option to update it and it changes. It's no longer the same. It's constantly being refreshed. They're adding new things to it. They're keeping the game alive. Yeah. Which you have to at this point, Well, yeah. Which single player games, if they die. Yeah, you got to have that online component, man. We talk about it all the time. You got to have that online component, or it's over. It is completely over. I think it's important. It adds more life to the game. Yeah, absolutely. You have to have it. More life. You have to have it, and that's a mistake that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 came out with. It was all online, and there's no campaign, and it's like 4 months, it just gets stale. No matter how many different characters and shit you get into it, it's like, okay, you got new powers and shit. Well, this isn't Call of Duty. This isn't what I want. And then it's like, back on the shelf. I don't give a fuck. I got my time, man. I'm good. It's over. It's dead. Well, it's not the type of Call of Duty game that I like. Not me either. You got all these power-ups. It's not... Yeah, but it's not. It's like Modern Warfare. It's time-based power-ups is where they fucked up, man. Time-based. Is that their object of keeping you into the game? You spend 5 minutes in a lobby and you get the fucking ultimate? No, you gotta earn that shit, dude. But on top of that, you get score streak bonuses? No, man. Like, the huge mistake, dude. Time bonus? Come on, dude. And then you have a boost to it, too, as one of your perks. Oh, fuck. Now we're talking about Call of Duty. So, here we go. A new Call of Duty. Apparently, at E3, they had closed booth sessions. An IGN reviewer gets in there, comes out and says, this is appalling. This is jaw-dropping. This is Terminal all over again. You remember back in the day, Terminal, where you walk into the airport, you could choose to shoot citizens or carry on with the mission? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, now you have decisions to, like, shoot a baby, care for a woman, overtake a wife or whatever. There's not too many details about it. But there's a lot of controversy around it because they're saying this is too real. This is too real. And I'm going, hold on a second. You mean somebody's offended? All of these freaking fucking video games that we've been playing for years, we've wanted to be the realest as they can be. GTA 5. And now an outsider wants to say, oh, this is too real. This is appalling. This is jaw-dropping. You cannot release this game. This is too much. It's a fucking video game. And now they've taken on the adaptation of decisions that you make in this campaign reflect how the game progresses, which is, Witcher 3, Red Dead, kind of things like that. Everybody's kind of adopted that. Decisions that you make, Odyssey as well, decisions that you make will affect an outcome. But they're saying, oh, this is too serious. This is too much. How? We see these things on TV and the media every freaking day. And I'm playing a video game. You want to tell me it's too fucking serious when I'm the one in control and I'm the one making the decisions? I didn't decide to walk outside today and have somebody shoot me. I'm gonna walk outside today and be a witness of a gang freaking outlaw shooting. No. This is a video game. No, it's too serious. This is too much. We can't have this. This is too real. Because I'll tell you straight up, half the fucking Call of Duties that have come out in the past years have been pretty fucking arcadey. And even me and you have had certain conversations where we're like, we wanted to take it back to the brass tacks, the old style, the fucking modern good shit, man. The real shit, right? That's what everybody wants. But they gotta hate on it.
They did. Well, it's because they did. Mm-hmm. They brought it back to that time.
Exactly, and now it's a problem.
From what I understand, it will have branching dialogue and performance depending on your actions. So you can choose to be evil or good. You know, you sacrifice.
You have the power to make those decisions.
Right, and it's going to put you in a position where, oh my God, what do I do? And depending on your choice, you know, it'll make a difference later on in the game. It'll change the game. It'll change the dialogue.
Yep, and the people you're working with and everything throughout the entire campaign. Is that not what gamers
want?
I
like. I like that.
That's
how Fable was, right?
I do
either
too.
good or evil.
Yep,
right?
you have a choice. So, but that's how Elder Scrolls was. Skyrim, the whole thing. You could choose to be evil or not. Like yes, you could choose to be allied or not. You could choose to shoot the enforcers or not. You could choose to be good in the town or not. If someone doesn't give you the loot that you want, you can take them out, steal it, and run off. Yeah, you're going to have a couple of soldiers running after you, but hey, we'll take them out too, right? Same kind of thing with Odyssey. Yeah. Same kind of thing. Call of Duty hasn't seen that since that kind of thing. And everybody wants to go back to Remember in Terminal, where you walk through the airport and you have a choice. Spare all the citizens or shoot them.
Right.
It's a fucking video game, dude. We want
the one thing that
we want it to be realistic. We want to make choices in our video games. We want to know that our choices that we make in our video games are going to affect our outcome. And then you know what? We can go back and play it again. Witcher 3, all of your choices have different outcomes. I love that.
That game was too long though, man.
Fuck that, dude. I played it twice, dude. I played once through.
That game is too long.
I was a little disappointed with the ending, and I went back and played it again. That game is amazing. One of the greatest games I've ever played. That's in my top 5 all time.
It's because I'm playing it on the highest difficulty. But you know, the one thing that I don't like. What happened?
Well, I definitely played it on normal when I went back and played it again.
I played on the highest, man.
Yeah,
I focus on the ranking.
Yeah,
but look, the one thing I don't. This is what I don't. I have a problem with these kind of story campaigns where they have these, you know, depending on the choice that you make, and it changes the dialogue and this and that. The developers, these people up there, these guys that made this game, they can see the decision that you make. They can see how many people chose to be evil, how many people chose to be good, which route they chose, which route they went.
Okay, and so like talking on gathering data.
They gather data. They have data that lets them know what kind of people there are in this world. You know,
I mean, does that
know who you are?
Right, but does that directly tie in? Does that directly tie into your personality?
I think it would. Because the way I see it is, these are pretty much psychological tests. These are video games in our eyes.
That's a good freaking topic right there.
In the background, right? Scientists, doctors are going, wow, the psychiatrists, they're in the background studying. They're pretty sure they hire these kinds of people to determine, wow, look, we have these kinds of people in this world these days, and we have, you know, this is what they're doing, this is the choices that they make. They're probably thinking this way. They probably made that choice because blah, 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 blah.
Maybe, you know, man. I mean? Maybe.
Like we're giving, I mean, think about it.
Let me give you an example. In Odyssey, I love to sneak around, be quiet.
I do too.
And kill at range. And then sneak up behind and assassinate, right? But in Red Dead Redemption 2, I love to be on my horse and jump up and just start shooting shit. Just innocent fucking carriages that I meet on the road because they're in my way. Does that mean I'm a violent person? No. I'm just having fun. I'm just like, fuck this. I think I can gain money out of this. This is going to help my camp. This is going to help me progress in the game.
Well, I think it's because Odyssey provides more of a stealth mode option as opposed to Red Dead.
Red Dead, you can do the same thing. Yeah, they do though.
But not as much.
You can not
they
as
don't even
not
give you silencers.
There's not an actual.
You don't have any kind of gun.
There's not. Yeah, right. You're right. You're right. There's not an actual aspect
really
to be stealth, but you can hide behind trees and bushes and wait for them to walk up on you, and they won't see you. And then you pow pow pow. You know, I mean, or pull out a sniper and take them out at range.
But that means you gotta get behind every single one of them and stab. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
or get them at range with your bow.
Right. But that game doesn't really focus on that kind of thing. It doesn't.
You're right. It doesn't focus on the stealth ability or actually just running up and getting into combat.
They don't even have.
They don't have guns or anything. You're right. You're right.
It doesn't even have abilities. Whereas Assassin's Creed, you literally have a branch.
You have that ability.
A branch.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Right? Where it's stealth.
Good point.
Completely stealth. So it depends on the game. Right? And so and of course there's too much data out there, bro. Too much data out there.
Do you really think that's like old? That's worn out?
What's old? What's worn out?
The whole thing, the ability of stealth in Assassin's Creed?
No.
I don't think it is.
You mean in the game?
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that are like, I'm sick of having to sneak around. And it's like, you don't have to, though. I enjoy that about that game. It gives you excitement. It's like, I'm going to sneak, be quiet. And then you got a patter that kind of walks out and you whistle at him and he's looking at you. I love that. It's exciting. But everybody thinks it's grown stale. It's like I played freaking 5 different titles. Like, this is not stale.
I think if they're doing that, but they're getting tired of it, they're not really stealth players to begin with. They're just scared. They're scared. The game is overwhelming. It's too intimidating. They're scared to go out there and attack because they keep dying. Right.
And how do you take the next step on that?
Well, figure out because you have different options, different abilities.
Yes, you do.
Figure out your own way.
You could be a warrior.
Figure out
you could be an assassin.
The type of player that you are.
Yeah.
You're not limited to being just a stealth player.
Very true.
You can be a warrior. You can be a distance
range
killer,
range class,
or a range, right?
Or silent assassin,
or you can be a silent assassin. So you got 3 different ways. So you're not limited. So if you're saying you're stuck on one, you're lying.
It's a cop out.
Liar.
It's a cop out.
Because you're right. You're lying. You're a liar. You have options. At the end of the day, if you're complaining and bitching, it's because you suck. You're scared. You're garbage, and you keep dying, and you can't figure it out. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
It's your fault,
dude. See, that's the greatest part about it. Is like if you take one attempt in stealth and you die. I've done it. Dude, exactly. And I've done it so many times on stream. And I've had people in my chat, just going, holy shit, you played that well. And I'm like, yeah, you're running through different situations in your head. What is the best situation here? I died doing this. I made a mistake. How can I do it better this time? Because you come back and you're like, okay, let me do some problem solving. And it makes you think. It really does. It makes you think. It's like, okay, I made this mistake before. Don't want to repeat it. Let me use my little hawk, which is awesome, with the dead eye. Not the dead eye, but the eagle eye. It looks over, and it's like, okay, I got him spotted. Now, maybe if I crawl up this wall instead of going through the front gates, or instead of crawling up this pillar to get to this place, maybe if I come around here, catch him off guard, I won't alert this other guard, and then just wait for him to kind of walk to me and then assassinate him silently. Right? It makes you think like that. Problem solving, man.
Right. There you go.
And
process of elimination. Problem solving.
Mm-hmm. And if you can't get your brain to do that, you probably shouldn't be playing the game in the first place. If it frustrates you that you die a couple of times and you don't want to play it anymore because of that fact, like, don't play it, man. Like it's not for you. It's obviously not for you. Because I enjoy that. I really do. I enjoy thinking about
this is my type of game.
What is the tactic that I can make this easier on myself? I've died twice, 3 times now. I've made mistakes. Okay, let's figure it out. And most oftentimes I'll think and I figure it out, and then I'm like, yes, I feel accomplished. That's what we're going for, right? Accomplishing the goal. And like, got it done. All right, on to the next, right? right?
Right.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. You worked for it, but a lot of people don't want to do that. And so how do you make a game
Well,
for people that don't want to do that shit? Like,
well, it's not for
you
everybody.
give them loot boxes.
It's not for
That's
everybody.
What you do. You give them loot boxes and fucking pay to win.
pay to get pay to
Yeah.
just beat the game.
That's how you do it. That's how you give them loot boxes and you give them pay to win. $100 you get everything.
the whole
Don't
game.
worry about it. Level you up to 55 and you're fine. And you can just hop in and kill everything. How about that? And then that's gonna get old. And then what happens? Come on, man.
Bruh.
That's a fucking vicious cycle, bro. Anyways, we harped on that a little too long. That's okay. It was a good conversation. I mean, seriously.
It was cool. We're talking
Seriously.
about Modern Warfare dialogue.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
What's next?
they're totally worried about it. Xbox is adding games to Game Pass. Some are gonna go away. They're taking some out and putting some in. Resident Evil Revelations. I'll probably pick that one up. The Rare Replay.
Is that
Revelations?
is going away?
No,
that going
Revelations
away?
is coming. No, Revelations is already live, I believe. It's already
But
live.
I mean, I have part 2, and that was on there already.
Okay, well then you have it. And then Rare Replay, you probably don't have. Perfect Dark, Banjo-Kazooie, and Viva Pinata.
I played it.
Yeah, which I find kind of weird because if they're bringing back Perfect Dark, it kind of, maybe it's a little nut in the hole here.
It's an indication. Everything that gets put out there.
Get hyped on some Perfect Dark because we got a studio working on it. You guys don't know about it yet, but
Right.
hey, why don't you play it? It's on Game Pass. It's free.
Right.
Well, it's not free, but it's with your subscription. Hey, get hyped, right? Banjo-Kazooie and Viva Pinata, which Banjo-Kazooie, soft spot in my heart. Love it. Viva Pinata,
I'll give
not
that a
so
try.
much.
I'll give that a try.
Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie is a good game. It's kind of like Crash Bandicoot, but different. Yeah, not so much Viva
Like
Pinata.
Spyro.
Yeah, and then Goat Simulator. I don't know if I'll touch that thing. I don't know. When it first came out, they were
I hear
so
that's funny.
freaking... Dude, they were so freaking hyped when it first came out. It was like fucking
Right.
Farm Simulator. Like, oh my god, we can be a goat? Like, I just fucking don't know.
Well, I guess those are indications. Everything that Microsoft or Xbox puts out, it's an indication that they're maybe remaking it or they're revamping it.
Dude, I
Remastering
hope
it somehow.
so, man. I would love to see a revamped Perfect Dark.
I played the
I have played
360
Perfect
versions.
Dark. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a great
and,
game.
Yeah, they're cool.
It's a great
they're pretty,
game.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Honestly, we don't even have anything like Perfect Dark around now. I mean, Cyberpunk kind of, not really, though. It's completely different.
Yeah. I guess
You know?
Cyberpunk needs a competitor.
Yeah. Cyberpunk is going to get Game of the Year. Mark my words. Right fucking now. I said it on this podcast. It ain't even out yet. It ain't coming out till next year. I'm telling you, Cyberpunk is getting Game of the Year.
If it's coming out next year, it's there's no game that I can think of that can compete with it. Like the only thing I can think of is just a PlayStation exclusive. Ew, a PlayStation exclusive.
Oh, what about this year though?
But-
what about this year though?
but which one?
Like fucking. What about
This
this year
year?
though? This year. My competitors for this year would be Last of Us 2 comes out in August, September. When does Last of Us 2 come out? Is that a next year title as well? I better fact check right quick. See, like I don't follow PlayStation, so I gotta fact check right quick.
It's probably next year. I'm gonna assume it's next year. If anything, holiday next year, sometime around there. Like I think those are PS5 games, but it could be PS4. But hell, freaking Death Stranding is coming out at the end of this year.
Oh, God, I'm fucking Death Dead. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Death Stranding my ass. Death trash.
Death Stranding is stranded like a motherfucker. It's
Death
gonna come out this
Stranded?
year, which is not a game. Which is
Come
not a
on,
game for
dude.
everybody. I want everybody to know that it's not a game that is for everyone.
It's definitely not
That
for
game
me.
is not.
I play a
for
lot of
everyone.
fucking games.
Okay, I don't think everybody on the PlayStation side is going to look at it and go, "Oh, the game's for me 100%." Not 100%. Nope. They can't say that.
Well, it could be the same way for people who are fucking diehard Pokemon fans. The game is not for me. I'm not going to play any Pokemon. I haven't played Pokemon since Gold version on the fucking whatever the fuck it was. Game Boy Color? Jesus. I haven't touched that thing. Like, I have no interest in that.
Right.
So it's not even a release date. They're saying late 2019 or early 2020. So, no, it probably won't be in the running for this year. Honestly, this year I'll say... shit, dude. I would love to see Gears make a run. We don't know anything, though. Gears could make a run.
You know, I can't think of another game that's out this year or is going to come out.
It's got to make a run for it.
That is literally a game that's worth it.
That fucking Switch game. What's that fucking Switch game that everybody's so hyped about, dude? Fucking Scarlet Rising or some bullshit?
First of all, if it's on Switch...
Everybody, apparently, because they're fucking selling over fucking 200 million. It's like, how far can you go from there? Like, where are you gonna go? Probably even more than that at this point. Like, I don't even know. I don't keep up with that shit because I don't care. I really don't. I don't fucking care for that shit. You know?
Yeah.
What are the Switch sales right now?
$500. It's around it's $299, I think $299, and then you got to buy a game.
And it's the fastest selling, man. Like, really? Holy shit!
But that's logical. That's logical, because if I had kids, this day and age, I would pay $500 for a Switch to shut them up. You're a bugaboo. You bug too much.
Yeah,
damn.
dude, but it's not even saying, like,
Fuck, leave me alone.
There's a lot of fucking grown-ass men playing a Switch, and I'm just like, dude, it would be...
It's only for the kids. How many kids? There are a lot of kids. There's a ton of kids. Ton, bro. At my nephew's baby shower, there was 2 kids there, and they both had a Switch. That's $1,000. That's $1K right there already. $1K.
Shit.
They both had a Switch. They both had the game, and they both had controllers.
Yep.
Bro, that's $1K already right there.
Right.
And these were kids.
Right.
I'm like, where's your parents at? Oh, they're all the way over there. Oh, so you're well taken care of and distracted over here, though, right?
Well,
That's
of course.
the only reason why Switch sells.
Of course.
That's the only reason why the Switch sells. Because the parents
well, I wouldn't say the only reason, man. Because, like, even the adults...
It's not the only reason, but I would say it's
but
the majority reason, bro.
Yeah, majority, because
I would say it's the majority.
You know what, too? You know what, too, bro? You know what, too, bro?
I've seen it so many times.
I'll tell you straight up. They'll probably buy it for the kids and themselves so they can play together, right?
I mean, there's that option.
Hey,
there's that option.
Who wouldn't, right? It's like,
but
not only do I get you to shut up for a little bit, you don't got to use my iPad, but guess what? We could play together. So let's play on our Switches.
Well, that's $1K. That's $1K right there for that one family.
Well, there you go.
That's $1K right there for that one family.
There you go.
So now everyone's rich. Everyone's got $1,000 to throw out like that.
Hey, no, not necessarily. Just match out the credit card, pay for it later, right?
So everyone's got good credit.
I mean, I wouldn't say everybody, but yeah, you know.
Well, see, so then you narrow it down, bro. You narrow it down.
Yeah,
the majority of these parents
are buying it for their kids
just to shut
their kids up,
freaking kids up,
because they want to use their iPad and they don't want their kids fucking
quiet,
stealing the credit card to making microtransactions on Fortnite or whatever the fuck they're doing on their stupid mobile games.
Now, what you said, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, there's those parents that bought it with their kids. But I would think that's a small, minute of people.
I bet it is.
Small amount of people.
I bet it is.
These adults these days don't have time to do that. They don't have time to be doing that. It would have to be dads that are gamers themselves.
Okay, well, let me bring up this point. Then there's a lot of parents out there that will actually realize, holy shit, I used to play Zelda as a kid. I want to get a Switch and play Zelda.
I played Zelda myself. I played it all the time on NES.
I feel you.
But I grew up not caring about Zelda. I grew up not giving a damn about him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy a fucking console to play it. A fucking $300 Switch to play it. Definitely not.
I grew up with it, but I lost interest in it. Like I ended up maturing.
It gets old. It gets old.
I mean, I migrated on over to PlayStation, and then I was playing Twisted Metal, Reloaded, Loaded, these violent games, blood, this and that. It was far from what Zelda was.
Yeah.
So, in my life pattern, I migrated away from games like Nintendo games. I migrated away from it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you raise a good point too, because I mean, earliest I can remember is I was on an Atari, and we didn't have a system in the house for a while. And my bigger brother had bought the Xbox, and then we had the Xbox, or actually no, the PlayStation. I believe we played Time Crisis on beforehand, and then we had the Xbox, and then finally we got the PlayStation, and we had both. And then one of my greatest memories is my dad actually bought us the special edition Halo 2, and we popped it in an Xbox.
Oh, wow.
Man, it was some of the best times. We played co-op throughout our campaign, me and my little brother, and it was just like, you gotta go to bed now. It's like, Dad, 30 more minutes, please, we're in the middle of a fight right now, and then from there, from then on, it was just, I'm an Xbox gamer, dude. I could go over to my friends and play PlayStation all day, but all my friends had Xbox, except for one of my boys, Joshua, down the street. He had a PlayStation, so we go over there, play SSX, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and shit like that back in the day. But anything else aside from that, it was just like, I've always been on Xbox. And everybody that I played with has always been on Xbox. Halo, Gears. That's it. That's all I need. All the third parties, all the AAAs, we get them. We get them. But you know what? On the side of you're here. On the side of the side of our console's legacy, everybody wants to talk shit on you. You guys keep rehashing. You guys keep rehashing. Well, what you got to understand is, you guys play on PlayStation, and I've been playing on Xbox since I was a child. I grew up on Halo. I grew up on Gears.
Why does that matter?
I grew up on this shit. This shit matters to me, and I enjoy these games. So you got to say we keep rehashing shit. Well, no, you got to understand a passionate gamer.
Why does that matter? Why does rehashing matter? Well, why is that? Why
it's not even rehashing. They get pissed because they ain't got games like we got. And this is a whole console war thing. And I'm not a fanboy.
So it's a console war
I'm not a fanboy. And I just explained why I'm on my console, And I'm not going to lie. Right. There was a period of time where I fucking built my own fucking PC to play PC games. Play Counter-Strike, play Halo, Combat Evolved, the first one, because it's still available on PC. I played a lot of games. Fucking Battlefield 4, I played on PC for a very fucking long time. And then I was just like, I want to run this shit better, but it's going to cost me a lot of money to buy more RAM, get a better motherboard with a better processor, and buy a new GPU to keep up with these games that are coming out. I'm not doing it. I'm not fucking doing it. I bought an Xbox One S, and One X came out. I said, I'm getting it. I got it. I'm good. I turn it on. I got my games. I got my friends. We play together. We're good. On PlayStation, nothing. I got a lot of offline games. I got a lot of games I could play on my own. I mean, there's 2 games I'm still trying to work through. I'm still trying to finish Odyssey and Red Dead Redemption offline on the Xbox. But primarily the time I spend on my Xbox is playing Gears of War 4 with you guys in the party, or I'm playing Black Ops or Call of Duty with a bunch of other people that I've been playing with. You got to have that online component. And
you see,
these exclusives that the PlayStation has is not going to have me going out and buying a PlayStation. There's nobody I can play with. And these games don't have a way for me to play with those
online
people.
Component.
I mean, sure, I could get you in a party. Hey, dude, we're just cruising around. We're playing fucking this, and we're playing that. Yeah, dude, I'm just playing fucking Days Gone and Days. trash ass bullshit. You know, hey, dude, I'm checking out fucking Final
Days
Sins.
gone in days.
I'm fucking playing this fucking anime game that I downloaded off the store. What are you doing, dude? Okay, well, I might as well just call you on the phone and have a phone conversation with you because we can't play together, right?
Might as well, it's true.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's like,
Yeah.
everybody wants to talk shit. Oh, the interface is trash. The controller is trash. Well, frankly, you guys have an Xbox style controller that you can buy for your console because the Xbox controller is clearly the best. It's won awards, clearly. Yo, don't fucking argue with me on that point and don't fucking at me. I don't want no bullshit. But these people get so passionate about this shit that they're not educated about. It's like, it doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day, man. I like my platform, man. I like my platform. My friends are here. And then they say, oh, well, yeah, your friends can be on fucking PlayStation too. No, but I have been on Xbox since I was a young lad, man. A young fucking lad. I enjoy my games. The legacy and the situational periods of these games coming out that are exclusive that mean a lot to me. I want to play those games. And I'm not going to get that experience on PlayStation. I'm just not. Not to mention, I can grip the entire controller in one of my big-ass fucking 12-inch fucking hands. I cannot handle that fucking controller. And I should not have to go out and fucking buy an adaptive controller that looks like this Xbox controller to play my fucking games comfortably. Not gonna fucking do it. And then on top of that, I gotta pay for another PlayStation Network membership that barely works half the time. I'm not gonna fucking do it. Not for 2 or 3 exclusives. I'm not gonna fucking do it, man. And these are offline exclusives. No fucking online component. I'm not gonna do it. And I said my piece. I'm hopping off my soapbox. Don't at me.
And don't forget the fact that you're gonna be paying for PSN, and for what?
I know.
You're gonna be playing offline games.
Exactly.
Just to be in a party with your friends.
You're paying for that for third-party games and being in a party with your friends and playing a first-person, third-person, non-online component game. Most of them are all fucking RPGs, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I am not going to go buy a PlayStation, dude. There's nothing grabbing me about that console.
And then don't forget the daily maintenance they're constantly doing on their console. Like, man, that can actually last for a whole week out of nowhere. But maybe that'll change now that they are.
Well, that's why PlayStation came to Daddy
Microsoft's
Xbox.
Azure. Daddy.
Yeah. They needed help.
Xbox,
They needed help.
That's going to change.
They got to do it.
They needed help. Now they have to pay Microsoft, which that money is going to probably go towards making exclusives.
Oh, you're damn right. It's going to go towards third-party acquisitions because there's 3.
It could be for,
by the way,
minimizing the losses of the console.
By the way, buddy,
it can go to anything.
It could go towards anything. Microsoft is the 6th most valuable. Actually, 3rd. It's probably more. I have to do my research closer. On that. Microsoft is actually
it's between PC.
Xbox, I think, is the 6th most valuable company in the world right now. Microsoft is the 3rd. Apple and Amazon right now.
I see.
On a top list of 60, Sony and Nintendo are not even mentioned.
That's true.
So, I mean, look, at the end of the day,
they're making money in all directions.
Choose what you want to play on. Choose what you want to play. That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
My platform is Xbox. It always has been. I grew up with it, and I don't want to have the cop out. Oh, my friends are here. Most of my friends are here. Yes, my family is also here too. So it's like, yeah, I really don't want to go to the PlayStation ecosystem to where I have to pay for another online network to play my games online when half of the games that they offer and their exclusives are not online titles. I'm gonna stay with my Xbox, man. You know, it's so easy. It's an easy ass decision. I'm gonna stay with my Xbox, man. You know,
third party games play best on Xbox One X. They look better on Xbox One X.
They do, but the argument now is like, oh, we don't care about power. But all of a sudden now we care about power. It's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Well, it's because now it's a refresh.
The PlayStation Power
It's
Horse.
a clean slate.
Like, what are you talking
Clean
about?
slate. It's a clean slate. They can start all over again and be like, it's an opportunity for PlayStation fanboys. Remember, we can't forget about this console wars. These are the ones that are starting this. They didn't care about power.
Now they do.
After the X came out.
Now they do.
And now that they have an opportunity to be like,
yeah,
it's a clean slate. It's a brand new war between Xbox 2 and PlayStation 5.
Yes.
Now they go back and try to grab that power narrative card.
Yeah. Because it's the only thing. But I will tell you too.
Well, that lets you know
now
that their exclusives are trash.
I know, but now they're saying that if the Xbox is more powerful, that we don't have the content, we don't have the exclusives. That's the excuse.
We don't have the exclusives?
Okay, so that's what that's
we
what I'm
don't
saying.
Have nothing but third-party game exclusives.
Yeah, but if the Xbox comes out to be more powerful, they're going to be close as shit, man. They're going to be close as shit. It's going to be equal, if not more.
It's going to be equal.
It's going to be straight up equal. It's going to be tuned differently and a different price point. But I'm telling you, the next excuse is going to be, you guys don't have the exclusives. You guys don't have the content. And then our retort will be, you guys have no online games.
Exactly.
You have one player in your house, in a chat, not even playing the same fucking... I don't even give a shit about a couch, because I don't play on a couch. I play in front of my fucking 53-inch screen, chilling in front of my computers. That's how I play, in a computer chair. I don't sit on a couch. I could get a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse and play on my couch on PC as well. But I don't want to invest all that fucking money into a $1,400 PC. I'd rather buy a console, not have to deal with the launchers, not have to deal with the crashing, not have to deal with the hardware bullshit that comes with owning a PC to game on. I'd rather not have to do that. I'd rather go to the store, pay $600, whatever the fuck it's going to cost. All of my shit crosses over. I've got all of my hardware crosses over. I got my Xbox Live. Yo, Ben. Yo, you guys ready to play a game? Hop in a party and we're in the game. Period. That's all I want. That's all I want. Yeah. You cannot get that with your exclusives on PlayStation. I don't give a shit how much you harp on your exclusives. There's no online component. You play by yourself. That's it. I don't give a shit about anything else. Okay, so now you got a power. You got higher power than the Xbox by how much? 1%? Okay, so you guys weren't talking about it, but now you want to talk about it. I don't care. I don't care, dude. I just want to play my games in 4K and be with my friends online. You can't do that on PlayStation. You can't.
But my game looks beautiful.
So does mine. Graphics. So does mine. All of my games look absolutely fucking fantastic. I'm not tripping, man. They're great.
But my game is mainly 80% movie and 20% game.
And no online component. And no co-op. And no multiplayer. Oh man, sad face. You guys don't have exclusives. Yeah, we do. We got Gears of War 4. We got Fable coming. We got Gears of War 4. We got Fable coming, and we got Halo coming, dude. Oh, it's just a rehash. Bullshit. These are legendary fucking
for
games.
Everyone.
Like, come on, dude.
It's for everyone, bro. Like, remember that. There's games for every person that likes different kinds of genres. There's a game for every genre.
RPG,
every genre.
MMORPG, open world, arcade, online multiplayer, MMO, online shooter, everything. The whole fucking nine. They showed 60 previews of games that are coming. If you want it, you got it, and it's on Xbox. Plus, we got the Game Pass. Plus, we got Game Pass Ultimate. Plus, we get Microsoft titles 4 days early. 4 days early.
Exactly.
Not early access.
Day
4 days early.
For the 4 days early, and
come on,
most games day one.
Come on,
and it only costs you
all right.
$15 or less.
All right, and you guys want to hear a little bit about xCloud, huh? Sure, you want to hear us talk about xCloud because we've been fucking sucking Microsoft's dick all fucking day. The xCloud. And multiple sources have tested it out. It's not going to work very well for anything like Black Ops or your Call of Duty shooters or anything like that.
Games.
However, things like Forza, things like your sports games, your Madden, your FIFA, they're going to work great.
Small games.
And there have been multiple reports that you experience little to no latency. And it's because it utilizes the power of your console to your phone, and you have a great connection. Boom. You got it. You got it. And this is why Stadia is going to fail. This is why Stadia is going to fail. And this is the whole fucking rage of the whole gaming community right now. Everybody's saying, holy shit, look at what Stadia is doing. Stadia is going to crash and burn. Let me tell you why. Okay? The Stadia console is $69 for the controller, right? You got to have a controller. You download the client on your computer, whatever the fuck you got, right? You got to pay $70 for the controller, all right? The 4K 60 FPS requires you to pay a subscription of $10 a month. That's outside of your internet provider. So, considering the bandwidth that it's going to take for your internet provider to spit out that 35 megabits per second, you're going to run out in about 4 days. And I'm not talking about you streaming Netflix. I'm not talking about you streaming YouTube. I'm talking about just solid gaming. You're looking at 6 hours into a game. Not even to mention, by the way, you got to pay full price for your games. Say I want to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey on Stadia, right? And I'm at work and I want to stream it to my phone, or I want to stream it when I'm at home in 4K 60, right? The new Doom, they hopped on the board. Okay, I paid $69 for that controller. I'm paying $10 a month on top of the $60 that I paid for the title. And guess what? If you got a data cap, guess who's going to be calling? Your internet provider. 8 to 9 hours into that fucking game, depending on your internet speed, probably anywhere from 5 to 6 hours into the game, your internet provider is going to say, hey,
720, 1080.
We're cutting you off. Or they won't call you. And what they're going to do is, you're going to get a bill for about $2,100 fucking bucks. Hey, guess what? You overloaded your cap and you used 84 gigabytes of your internet data. So guess what? You owe about $1,200 to $1,800 because you're streaming your shitty game. And on top of your $69 for the controller, your $10 a month to get Stadia, and the $60 you paid for that game. You think this is going to go anywhere?
Yeah.
Really? This is going to succeed? Please, somebody tell me, give me a reason in hell that this is going to succeed. If anybody can tell me how this is going to work and how Google and their great minds came up with this fucking idea, please, if anyone can tell me, please. Yes, do at me. How is this going to work?
And what if Stadia dies out and goes away? What happens to your games?
You lose everything.
That you played full price.
You lose all of
it.
All of it's gone.
You can't
your
transfer
progress
that to another
nope. It goes nowhere.
Console or anything
nope.
like that?
Nope.
Goes nowhere?
Nope.
Where does it go?
Goes nowhere. It goes to Google. The money goes to Google and your data is deleted. That's how that'll work.
So they're gonna give you a refund, right? Of course they're gonna give you a refund, right?
No, because you've already played.
No refund?
Shit. Maybe they'll have a refund 90 days. Probably not even. They'll probably say 2 weeks or 10 hours gameplay. It's over. Where are you going to take your progress in the game? No fucking where. Because it's not working with anything. It works nowhere. That's it. If Stadia goes under, guess what? Your games, the money, your progress, you might as well shit it out in the toilet, dude, because it's gone. It's gone, it's gone.
So that's like buying a Soulja Boy console and my games disappear.
Yeah, you saw how far that went.
Soulja Boy was a prime example. No way.
Yeah.
So compare to the Project S Cloud, what if I buy a game on there? I can still play it on my hardware?
Life. Yeah, keep your progress and everything for life, no matter where you go. You can keep it on your PC. You can keep it on your Xbox. If you buy the new Xbox, your data transfers over. It's all in the cloud. And then you can also
So I got 3
go out on your phone. Look, you got plenty of access there. You can play it on your PC, you can play it on your Xbox, or you can leave your house, utilize the power of your Xbox to play the games when you're away from home.
Burn. Burn to Stadia.
I mean, it's gonna crash and burn, dude. I don't see why they're still pushing it, dude. They should have given up by now. It should have crashed and burned, like their Google Plus social platform did. But they're gonna try it. They're gonna see if they can make money on it, and they're gonna realize, holy shit, we made a big mistake. Because I'm sure there's ambitious people, young people that come out of Google University. They're saying, look, we're gonna make this work. People are gonna love this. People are gonna buy it. They're gonna love it. No.
Maybe it's a scheme. Maybe it's a Ponzi scheme.
Well, what, to get the internet providers make them more money? I thought about that.
No. To see how many dumb people there are out there that would buy it without doing the research on it first and thinking, wait, what if it goes down out of business? I mean, we lose all our money, all our games, all our money doesn't get refunded. I mean, we pretty much got juked.
Okay, so wouldn't that be like kind of Microsoft coming out with the SAD edition of the Xbox? Which was intentionally called the SAD edition because it didn't have a disk drive. They intentionally called it SAD, by the way. That wasn't a fucking meme. That wasn't a fucking mistake on the marketing team. They intentionally called it SAD because it was the first Xbox they made without a disk drive. So you're saying the casual gamer goes out and says, hey, let me just buy this Xbox because I don't do the research and I am not educated and I don't know. So just let me get it.
No, I wouldn't say it's the same. You know why? Because they have data that clearly shows there are a ton of people out there that prefer digital.
Yes. Yeah.
Digital.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But at least with Xbox,
everything comes. All your content goes with you, right?
If it doesn't work well with the Project X Cloud, at least you have your hardware to fall back on. At least you have PC to fall back on.
Yes, and all your content and all your progress goes with you. Everything. All your achievements, everything is tied.
Exactly.
And it goes with you.
But with Stadia, you do not have anything to fall back on.
Exactly.
If you decide to be like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Well, then that's it. It's over. You lost all your investment. You lost all your games. You lost all your money. Your data cap. I mean, you're wasting more money due to surpassing your data cap. And bro, if you don't like it, well, there's no refunds, and there's nowhere else to play on. You cannot go and be like, well, I mean, I want an Xbox. Can I play these games that I bought on here? On there?
Nope. Can I transfer my progress? Nope. Can I transfer my games?
To your
Nope.
To your PC? Can you transfer them to PC?
Nope.
Right now they don't. I can probably see them coming out with the PC version of it. Probably. But as far as I'm concerned, it's nothing but streaming. So you cannot download anything.
It's all streaming from, I think it's a outlet from a browser, kind of like,
right.
They'll probably have some sort of launcher that you can download. I don't know the specific details, but it'll probably have a launcher like a Stadia, sort of like the Steam launcher, right? Where you have all your games and stuff that you paid for, and then you launch your game. It's probably going to work the same way, and they'll stream all your games rather than you owning them and having them on the hardware itself. Rather than you being on Steam, you download your games to your computer. Steam is the launcher. Stadia is going to be the launcher. So you have to go through the Stadia portal. It's going to load your games, load your progress, and boom, you're streaming your games. You're paying the premium. Hopefully your internet is good enough. You're going to hit that cap. You're going to have to pay more money on top of the titles you've already bought, on top of the fucking $9.99 cost of using the service, period. It's, dude, what are they doing? Like really?
Exactly.
I consider Google a very smart fucking company, dude. I really do.
Right?
Google is supposed to be one of the smartest companies out there. You'd figure out for all the fucking information that they gather on our searches and everything that they would be smarter than this. What are you guys thinking? What the fuck are you guys thinking?
I was thinking the same thing too. But I mean, they can't be this dumb. I mean, they have to have a future plan.
What?
You know, like a future plan for this.
I think they're just trying to make a quick buck and see if it works. And then they'll figure it out later. That's what I think. Because Google's known to do that. They come out with these ambitious ideas, they launch it, and they're saying, oh, no, we cut it off. It's not worth it. They have a history of doing that, man.
Well, that's an opportunity to find out how many people would actually buy into this without having a...
Dude, who the fuck is working on their creative board? It's not
insurance.
saying, look, this isn't going to work. You guys are idiots. Stop. Don't even think about going into this realm. Don't
Maybe
even think about
it.
This is not cool. And then they're saying, okay, well, maybe there's a bunch of idiots that'll pay for this. We'll make a quick buck and we'll dip out.
Buck.
And then they'll say, well, what are we going to do when they want refunds? We'll just say, oh, no, we'll give them a disclaimer. They'll agree to it, and nobody reads this shit, so just do it. Yeah.
Look at the fine print.
Because how many times do you install software and you don't read the EULA, right? The end user license agreement.
Nobody reads it.
They're just like, just install it, right? So maybe there's a clause in there saying, hey, you agreed to this system, you agreed to this, you're going to lose everything, and it shuts down. And then it shuts down, and you're left with nothing. Boom. Quick buck. That's an evil-ass plan. Could be, man. Yeah, but you got to be super stupid to do that. You got to be super stupid to adopt that system, man.
That's your fault. That's your fault.
Gosh, yeah, it's your fault.
Nobody else but yourself.
You made a bad decision, I guess. You know?
Right.
But maybe it's for these people that can't afford a console or can't afford, the system. Well, if you can't afford a console or games, then you probably can't afford the internet that's going to stream these games either.
Seems like in the long run, you're going to be spending more money on Stadia. You could have purchased yourself a console, data caps, games that you don't actually own.
Oh, absolutely. In the long run, yeah.
In the long run, you're going to be spending more money, and it could have just been used to buying a hard.
You could have just saved the money that you'd spend on not only the $70 controller and the $10 per month. Save that up for 6 months, and you can buy yourself a console easy with a game. With a game. And then log yourself into that first month free of Game Pass. You're good, dude. Hello?
Yeah.
But, there's a lot of people out there that aren't educated about this, man.
They don't know. That's
our duty. We're trying to help you guys out, for real.
I'm trying to help you guys
out. Listen to our podcast, man, for real. I mean, we may be Xbox biased and shit, but you know what? I don't give a fuck, man. Don't listen to it if you don't like Xbox. What the fuck are you doing here? This is an Xbox podcast. We talk about gaming too, but we talk about PlayStation here and there. We're not worried about PlayStation really, man, because it's just got nothing for me, man. And we mentioned that earlier, and I'm not going to harp on it. So, but Stadia is a bad idea, man. I'm telling you, it's going to tank in 6 months. What was the what is the lifespan I gave it last podcast? Did I say I give it a year?
You get a year.
Did I give it a year?
A year or less.
Yeah.
A year or so. To see how
I give it a year.
How many people actually
I still agree with that. I still agree with that.
And realize they didn't.
I would say 6 months, but I feel like it's a little short. I give it a year before it tanks. It'll probably take it 6.
You're being generous.
Yeah, I say just to be safe. Just to be safe, because I don't need people coming back at me. I give it a year. Google can be very, very ambitious with their plans on things. And,
do you think they're going to come out with the hardware themselves? I mean,
their hardware is a controller, bro. Their hardware is a controller. The $70 controller. That is their hardware.
That's it? Just a controller?
I think so, and I believe that's all you need.
I'm
not sure if you need a Chromecast. Do you need a Chromecast? I think it's all. Let me find that out.
Well, does it have like a memory card in there?
No, it's all in internal. It's all in the Google Cloud or whatever.
So it's just.
I think it's all in the cloud, man. Yeah, I think it's like basically a controller that has Chromecast or whatever the fuck it is integrated into the controller, and probably off a launcher. See, we don't even know, man. I gotta do It's through, okay, it's going to be accessible through the Google Chrome web browser. Jesus. Which eats up RAM like nobody's business. And also on smartphones and tablets. It's integrated with YouTube. Oh, well, I knew that.
Interesting.
So yeah, their whole deal is you access it through your Google Chrome from everywhere. And you have your controller. If you have your computer, you can also plug in your PlayStation or your Xbox controller into the computer. It'll recognize it and you can play games. But all the games are streamed. And the data is going to fucking take your ass for 5 credit cards. Basically. And yeah, we're going to end it on that. Right? Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody listening. And this has been the Ttg Podcast. And we're going to hop out for now because, yeah. I think we touched on everything.
That was a good one.
Is there anything else?
Yeah, it was good.
I think we touched everything.
I think we touched on everything. We'll have some more for you guys next time.
We'll be back in a couple of days, maybe next week. But yeah, that's the end for today. Peace.
Peace out.